Hi guys, I want to talk to you about how to detect an air leak before you install it. It's a lot of work if you don't catch it before you install it. If you catch it before, then you can fix it and without having to remove the engine back and forth. And if you have a big pipe and everything, it's a lot of work each time you do it. So I'll show you how I test it. Oh, and this is the next freebie. Glass for fun. Turn them over. They're real smooth on the backside too, but they're really smooth this way. You can make a necklace, or I made them for earrings, and my daughter didn't care for them, so I thought I'd offer one of my subscribers. So this is in the free bag. If I can find the free bag. Free bag. In there with all this other stuff. Okay, and let's get to finding the air leak. Or actually, this one I had to repair an air leak. Before I installed it, I tested it, and I'll show you how I tested it. Get a little height on it right here. Okay. Right now, the piston is top dead center, all the way up to the top, and we're gonna blow. I'd say 108 pounds psi. That's when my lips go like that. Okay, let's lower it. This is the more important one. That one will find all your air leaks in your case. When the piston's top dead center and you blow and no air comes out anywhere, what you're testing is the lower part of the engine. You're testing the crank, all the seals. You're testing your seals here, all the way around. You're testing whether your piston will seal. Is your piston sealing? If you have a bad piston, air will come out of here. And that's how you tell when you need a new piston. Air, or fuel, I mean, can pass directly from here out the exhaust. When we're dead center, everybody asks me, what is crosstalk? Communication, port communication. There's a lot of different names for it, like crosstalk. Because what it's doing is it's crossing the cylinder and talking to the exhaust. Why don't you want exhaust gas going into the exhaust? And it leaks oil everywhere. That's not the bad part. The bad part is getting exhaust contaminating your fuel. What's so bad about contaminated shopping for a cup? I didn't know it was so important and it bothered people, but I will fix it. And now we'll put the piston all the way down. And man, there is so much compression on the piston. There we go. And I'm checking the sweep. I'm checking how far down the piston is going past. Usually it'll go past an eighth. A lot of people have questions about that. Is it perfect to have a perfect sweep? Only if the top's perfect. The top is more important than the bottom, except for this. Check it out. Blow until you can't blow anymore, and it'll tell you how much pressure. That is no zero crosstalk. Bam, there it is. At bottom dead center, I can blow through the intake, and it is tight. It will not leak. That's zero crosstalk. Thank you for the thumbs up, Will. Fuck yes. How's it going, Will? Good morning to you too, Will. Thanks for joining in, man. I just went to go put this on the bike yesterday, and before I did, I was like, well, I better check for crosstalk. And damn sure enough, I had a case leak. I had a major fucking case leak, and I had a major crosstalk issue. It didn't look like much crosstalk, but it was a lot. So I repaired the crosstalk. How did I repair it? Steel stick and put it in there up at the top and drive the piston across it to make it smooth. And now, why did it have crosstalk? Because the piston sat too low and the intake leaked. This is the exhaust side. There's the arrow. So it went down past this point and it leaked on the top. It went all the way up to the top. It didn't touch. What I have here is I have paper on the bottom, and it is sealing. Paper ain't gonna last. Well, I know that, but I can test it. My spacer was leaking, so I had to replace it with paper. So I replaced it with paper, and it quit leaking. The paper is STM-2 from Napa. But thanks for watching, Will. You got any questions for me? I just was doing a real quick show on how to check for intake leaks, and I wanted to make this show short so people will watch it when they have an intake leak. I'll come back and bullcrap with you, though, definitely. But I wanted this show to be nice and short so people will watch it and test for air leaks before they install the engine and save a lot of people a lot of wasted time. I don't know. Before I invented this method or figured out this method, I would have to put the engine on, try it, take it off, put the engine on, try it, take it off, because I didn't know that you could test it that way. I knew I could use a compression checker. I used to pump up a compression checker with the piston, but it didn't check the bottom of the case. And the air method works, or the blow method works so much better than a compression check. And I get a lot of grief from people that when I tell other people that, they're always like, don't tell people that. Especially people that sell compression check tools. There we go. It's all set. Trying to keep it under 10 minutes. Yes, that's how you'll check for air leaks, Will. And check them before you always install the engine. Before you install an engine, always check for air leaks and check for crosstalk. If it's a China doll, do it. If it's a 4-stroke, I don't know. I'll figure that out. Probably check at the valves, but any 2-stroke, check for crosstalk, check for air leaks into the case, blow through the intake at top dead center, and it will check the bottom. Lower the piston all the way, blow through it, and that'll check for crosstalk. So all the way up, compression check the case, and check the piston through the exhaust. That air will come out there if it's a bad piston or your exhaust is too wide. At the bottom, check for crosstalk. Blow, and if anything comes out anywhere, you got crosstalk. Thanks for tuning in, Will. I'll see you around, man. See you at the races, everyone. Please like, please subscribe. I love you all. Talk to you later.